Rising with each beat of the music is bringing. We're flames in the fire that keeps burning. We're inviting the night in.
How's it going, everybody? This is Novakast back with another video, and or at least I, am going to be doing a review. I haven't done reviews in a while, and I have been kind of leaving them for the podcast, but I figured, what the hell, half the time, maybe instead of just leaving it for the podcast, I do periodic reviews. And with this one, I'm just gonna make it's just quick reviews of like some movies and stuff that I watch. So with this one, this was actually really interesting. For this video, I'm actually going to talk about Come Play, which is a not so scary horror movie, written and directed by Jacob Chase, who I don't know that director, and I'm gonna start kind of remembering what these directors or writers have done. But this was a really intriguing film. Just to give you guys a setup for the whole film. So you have a child who is suffering from autism, and the parents, though one of them is trying really hard to get their child to express themselves more. And at this point, the only way that they do express themselves is using, devices like phones or tablets in order to communicate. Well, with, the child only being able to communicate that way, the parents are worried about the child not being, or at least having any friends. And due to this lack of interaction, it opens the door for a creature to start trying to befriend the child, and in a sense, more likely take the child, so it's not ever or at least the child is ever seen again by the parents. Now, I'm gonna say, and this isn't a bad thing, but when it came to watching this film, I got a lot of like I guess flashbacks, or at least reminiscent feelings of films like Mama or Don't Be Afraid of the Dark. And I think, I could be wrong, either one or both of those are filmed by Guillermo del Toro. I know one of them is, but for both of them, it's a really interesting setup where you have the creature who, in a sense, befriends or at least tries to defend the child. At least in one of those cases, because, for Don't Be Afraid of the Dark, the creatures were definitely trying to kidnap the child to become one of the creatures. And in a sense, that kind of happens in that too, by the way. I don't want to spoil too much, but in some sense, it has aspects of both those films. And it was, I will say it was refreshing, but at the same time, kind of like similar to some of the things we've already seen before. And it's actually really cool, especially with this film. In a sense, again, it tries really hard to try to be really scary. And I will admit there are moments where it does feel like it's kind of scary. But at the same time, I had a feeling of this kind of, like, it was kind of had this sort of whimsy to it when it comes to, especially like near the end, where it comes to dealing with the creature, or what the creature wants. And in the ending itself is like, how they deal with the problem. So all in all, again, because this is going to be a short review. All in all, this was a fun movie. Some of the music is okay. The incorporation with or at least the interactions with the devices, or at least how they use the devices, was actually really creative. Like where they were using the devices to see where the creature is at. Which I guess that was the thing, was like the creature itself cannot be seen in reality or our reality. It can only be seen through the screen of a digital device. So, all in all, this movie in of itself, it makes me think back to older films, but at the same time, it was good. And apparently, this was a version of or at least it was based on a short film. I should add that too. Apparently, from 2017, which actually, now that I think about it, kind of reminds me of what they did for Lights Out, which I don't think I reviewed that. If I haven't, I'm going to definitely review it. Where that was originally a short film and then got a really interesting fully length movie. So if I recommend this, I would say, guys, get a chance, go watch it. It's actually a really fun film. I had no complaints about it. The interactions, or at least the turmoil when it comes down to the child, as well as, when we finally get to, dealing with the monster, was actually really good. And how they deal with it, I will say, just not to go into too much detail, gives off a very bittersweet ending. So, yeah, go watch it. It's actually really fun. And hopefully you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. With that being said, though, I think I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Truly appreciate it. If you guys can, please leave a like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. If you guys want to follow us on social media, links are in the description down below, as well as check out our daily content and the weekly podcast. With that being said, this is Rob Novakast signing off. Have a good one, and take care. Peace.